Hello everyone, and welcome to my first ever Walt Disney World bucket list video. If you don't know me, I am obsessed with all things Disney. I've grown up going to Disney World. Now I live in California, so I frequent there whenever it's open. And yeah, I love traveling to Disney World and Disneyland, but mostly Disney World. And I'm heading there in 13 days with one of my friends and my cousin. And one of the cool things about going with different people is, like, going with different people to Disney World is I get to experience new things that maybe they're interested in and I wouldn't necessarily do if I weren't with them. And then I also get to show them and like bring them to some of my favorite restaurants, and they can bring me to some of their favorite restaurants or whatever. And so a lot of people ask me why I go back to Disney World so often, and they're like, oh, you know, isn't it the same thing over and over? It's the same rides, same restaurants. But I don't think these people realize how much there is to do, see, how many places to eat at in Disney. So I decided to make a bucket list of things that I either have done but haven't done them recently, like ride-wise, attraction-wise, or restaurants that I've been to but I haven't been to in a few years, or I've never been to. So I've broken it up into 4 categories. So I have attractions, characters, snacks, and restaurants. And I'm gonna go through each park and just kind of list the things that I want to check off of my list whenever I'm there in 2 weeks. So let's start out with attractions. So in Magic Kingdom, I would love to do obviously everything, but in particular, Buzz Lightyear's Space Ranger Spin. I am not a huge fan of this ride, honestly, but I usually skip it. This is one that I usually skip, and I haven't been on it in a few years, so I'd like to do it. Maybe get Galactic Hero, which is the score of, I don't know, it's like 9999999 maybe. So yeah, Buzz Lightyear Space Ranger Spin. The Mad Tea Party. I'm not a huge spinning ride person. I usually get motion sick on them, but I haven't done the Mad Tea Party in Disney World, I don't think ever, which is crazy, I know, but yeah, I think I can do it if I get in my own teacup and I just don't spin it at all. So I just basically am in my teacup going around, but I'm not spinning my individual teacup. Maybe it won't be as intense, we'll see. Then I want to do the Tomorrowland Speedway. This is another one that I always skip. It's more of a kid's ride anyway, but I really want to do it. I don't really know why I want to do it, but I kind of want to experience it just in case they redo it or, you know, get rid of it. I don't know. So the Tomorrowland Speedway. Now let's move on to Animal Kingdom. The animation experience at Conservation Station. Now, if you are someone who's been to Disneyland, they have something very similar in Disney's California Adventure, which is the animation experience. And, oh wait, never mind, that's what it's called here. So maybe it's called the same thing, who knows? It's called animation something. It's the same concept. They have a room where you sit down, you have a piece of paper and a pencil, and then I think in each half hour they have a new character, a new Disney character that a cast member at the front of the classroom will teach you how to draw. And from what I saw in February when I was at the Conservation Station, my cousin and I had signed up for a class, but then we got there and the character was Scar. And I'm pretty sure you have to be an artist to be able to draw Scar, even with someone instructing you on how to do it. But we will see. I really want to try it because I really enjoy the one in Disneyland. The one in Disneyland is it seems a lot simpler because they do characters like Mickey and Minnie where it's a circle, a circle, a circle, and some eyes. But I'd like to do that. Then I would also like to do the trails around Animal Kingdom. Personally, Animal Kingdom is my least favorite park out of all 4 of the Disney World parks, and I think it's mostly because I haven't given it the attention that I should in order to gain likeness from it. So I want to do the Discovery Island Trails, Gorilla Falls Exploration Trail, and the Maharaja Jungle Trek. So those are just trails that you walk around, you look at the animals in Animal Kingdom. So I really would like to do those. And I would also love to complete my Wilderness Explorers booklet. If you don't know what Wilderness Explorers is, it's an activity for children and adults such as me. But basically you have a little booklet. It's based off of the movie Up, and you have a little Wilderness Explorers book where they have different stations throughout Animal Kingdom where they have a little Wilderness Explorer cast member, and they kind of just teach you about different animals, different ways to like recycle and to not harm marine life, and just a bunch of different things. And you go around each stop and you collect a little sticker, and once you finish that you get a Wilderness Explorer badge. And so my cousin and I did some of them whenever we were there in February, but I'm hoping to complete the full Wilderness Explorers booklet and become an official Wilderness Explorer this vacation. And that's it for Animal Kingdom. So now Hollywood Studios. Only 2 things that are on my bucket list for this trip. So Alien Swirling Saucers is one. Similar to the Mad Tea Party, not a huge spinning ride person, but this looks a little more tame than, or like just a little smoother than the teacups. So we'll see. We will do that and see what that's about. And then of course, Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. Very excited for this one. This is the new Mickey and Minnie inspired attraction. It took the place of the Great Movie Ride, which is very close to me. Still very upset about them replacing it. I definitely think Hollywood Studios had room for them to keep the Great Movie Ride and then create Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, like in its own separate space. But anyway, I would love to get on that if we can, because I've heard really great things about it. It looks very cute. And then, so moving on to Epcot, I want to do Awesome Planet, Canada Far and Wide, and Impressions de France. Those are all videos. Awesome Planet is new. It's in the Land Pavilion. I have no idea what it's even about, but I want to see that. And Canada Far and Wide is the new Canada show. Whenever I was there in February, it was broken down for some reason, or just not working. So we did not get to see it. And then I don't think I've ever seen Impressions de France before. I'm not a huge fan of the videos in the World Showcase. Like, I prefer the Three Caballeros, the Grand Fiesta Tour in Mexico, and then the Frozen Ever After ride in Norway, as opposed to the videos in the pavilions. But I want to check these off because I haven't seen them. And then Mission Space, I have done in the past. Very scared to do it because I'm scared I'm going to throw up. If you haven't been on Mission Space before, they have 2 levels of intensity. So they have an orange and a green. I think the orange is the less intense and green is the more intense one. Not positive though. I would definitely do the less intense, but I'm still nervous to do it because a lot of people get sick on it. So we shall see if I actually end up doing that. And then the Epcot experience is another thing that I want to do in Epcot. I think it's just kind of a glimpse at what Epcot is going to look like whenever all of the renovations and refurbishments are done. They have a lot of construction going on at Epcot right now, and I think the Epcot experience is kind of a video type thing where you see the finished product or what it's supposed to look like. And then another thing, this is not in any of the parks, but it is across from the Swan and Dolphin resorts. This is something that I haven't done before that I really want to do, is the Disney's Fantasia Gardens mini golf. I love mini golf, and since the parks close early right now because of COVID, I would really like to get a little mini golf session in because the theming of the mini golf courses in Disney World are so cute. So I'd really like to do that one. It's obviously Fantasia themed. Now moving on to characters. So as you know, or if you don't know, they don't have any character meet and greets currently in the parks because of the social distancing restrictions, and instead of parades, they are having cavalcades, which are basically miniature parades. And I am really, really excited to see all of the ones that are in each of the parks. If I can see every single one, I will be so happy. But I especially in Magic Kingdom want to see the Disney villains and the Winnie the Pooh one. It's Winnie the Pooh, Piglet, Eeyore, and Tigger in their Halloween costumes. It looks so cute. So I'd really like to see those two. And then I would also really like to see Stitch in Tomorrowland. He and Buzz hang out on the Tomorrowland stage, and they don't meet people, but they will stand on the stage and pose for a picture if you want to get in front of the stage and take a picture with them. Stitch is a character that I've never taken a picture with, so I think it's a good excuse to I think it's a nice time to get a picture with him because I don't have to wait in line to get that picture. And moving on to Animal Kingdom, I really want to see the Pocahontas with either Miko or John Smith little float. All of the Animal Kingdom characters, I believe all of the cavalcades are on floats, floating down the river. And I really want to see the Pocahontas float. I've never seen Miko or John Smith in the parks, so I think that'd be really cool to see them. I've seen Pocahontas, but never met her. But again, can't meet them right now anyway. Moving on to Hollywood Studios, I want to see Mr. Incredible, Elastigirl, and Edna Mode. I recently watched The Incredibles with Logan, my husband, and I didn't really... I've seen it before, but I didn't really pay attention, I don't think. So now that I've seen that, I really am excited about seeing them in their little Pixar character cavalcade in Hollywood Studios. And then in Epcot, I'm excited about the Princess Cavalcade, which is, it's kind of like a trolley that goes down World Showcase, and it has, I think, 6-ish princesses. I know there's Jasmine, Sleeping Beauty, I want to say. I'm not really sure, all the princesses, but I'm really excited about seeing that. Do not care about Anna and Elsa, to be honest. Elsa's dress is just very underwhelming, in my opinion. In her new dress in the cavalcade, it looks horrible. And then I really want to see Winnie the Pooh, which he is just he's kind of like a floater character. He's going to be in one of the fields somewhere. I'm assuming by the UK pavilion, and he's catching butterflies, which I love. I My number one favorite Disney character is Mickey Mouse. My number two is Winnie the Pooh. And so I cannot wait to see him in this. I met him in February at the UK Pavilion in Christopher Robin's room, but I'm kind of excited to see some of the characters just in character and not just standing there posing for a picture. I think it's really cool, like a really neat element that they're adding to the parks right now. Okay, moving on to snacks. Now, I have a lot of snacks written down, and I realize that I'm not going to be able to eat all of these, but these are just the ones that I haven't ever tried and I really want to try eventually. If I don't get them all done this trip, that is fine. So, starting in Magic Kingdom at Pecos Bill Tall Tale Inn and Cafe, the orange and black sugar churros. These are a seasonal item. Obviously, they're black and orange for Halloween. The pepperoni pizza spring rolls from the Spring Roll Cart, which just reopened a few days ago. I have heard about these spring rolls and never had them before. Very excited. They have pepperoni pizza ones and they also have a cheeseburger one. I think cheeseburger or hamburger. I want the pizza ones. Then the Peter Pan float from Storybook Treats. If you haven't seen this float before, it's so pretty. It kind of looks like a Dole Whip float. So it's just a cup, and then at the bottom, instead of pineapple juice, it's Sprite. And then they have I don't think it's Dole Whip. I'm pretty sure it's some kind of lemon lime flavor, sorbet or whatever. And then they have a little red feather, not real, it's like chocolate feather in the top. Looks really, really cute, and apparently it's good. So want to get that. And then the Cheshire Cafe cat tail from Cosmic Rays. The Cheshire Cafe is currently closed, and but thankfully the cattail is offered at Cosmic Rays. It's basically a stretched out chocolate croissant. That's how I would explain it. And it has a pink and purple icing drizzle on it. So it looks like the Cheshire Cat's tail. And yeah, my friend recommended that to me, so I want to try that. Moving on to Animal Kingdom, I only have one treat from there that I want to get, which is called the Simba Sunset. And this is a Dole Whip with, you can choose, I think it's between watermelon, raspberry, and then one, I can't remember what the other one is. Maybe strawberry syrup, but I love watermelon and I love Dole Whip. So I want the Dole Whip with watermelon syrup. And it's called the Simba Sunset, and this is from Tamu Tamu Refreshments. From Hollywood Studios, I want the Wookiee Cookie, which is 2 oatmeal cookies, just regular oatmeal cookies, no raisins or anything. And then they're stuck together, so it's a sandwich with marshmallow cream on the inside. So it seems like it's kind of like not a fudge round, an oatmeal round. I think that's what they're called. But I don't know. It just sounds really good. It looks really good. And then on the top of it, it has Chewy's little sash, except it's made out of chocolate. So I want to get that. And then in Epcot, I have quite a few snacks. Right now they have the Food and Wine Festival going on, so they have a lot of different kiosks that have a bunch of little like snack-sized foods. So I have a lot that I want to try, but I'll just go over them really quick. So from the Alps kiosk, I want the warm raclette Swiss cheese. No idea what that even is. That's just what it's called, and I forgot what it even is. So maybe I won't get that one. From Brazil, the pão de queijo. I don't know. I think it's a cheese stuffed bread or something. It's like a little ball, and it's stuffed with cheese, I think. That sounds really good, and I've heard good things about it. From Canada, the cheddar cheese soup, which has gotten rave reviews. They sell that at the at Le Cellier, which is the table service sit down place in Canada. And then the maple popcorn, which I'm not a huge syrup fan. I'm not really sure why I put this on my list. Maybe I won't get that. We'll see. Then from Cool Wash, I really want the candy topped slushie. So you pick your flavor of slushie, and then they have different candy toppings like Nerds, Pop Rocks, I think Sour Patch Kids. But they look really cool and very refreshing, so I really want to get one of those. Then from Germany, the Schinkennudeln. I don't know. If you speak German, please let me know what that means, because I forgot what that snack even is. Also from Germany, from Caramel Kuche. I have no idea how to say it. I don't speak German, obviously. But the Werther's Caramel Popcorn. I know I've had it before, but I haven't had it in a very long time, and I don't remember what it tastes like. So obviously I have to go and give that a try. Then from L'Artisan des Glaces, which is in the French, like the France pavilion, they have a pumpkin ice cream macaron, which it's just like a macaron ice cream sandwich. So macaron, ice cream, macaron, and I think the ice cream is just flavored pumpkin, but maybe the macaron like sandwich part is also pumpkin flavored. I don't know. It's a seasonal item. And then lastly is from Morocco, and it is the spicy hummus fries. I have heard good things about these, so I might give them a try. I don't know. I don't know how many items I'm gonna actually eat, because this is a lot. And then lastly, in Disney Springs, from Aristo Crepes, I want to try the Oogie Boogie Worms in Dirt. It's, I think, mint chocolate chip ice cream with, it's either mint ice cream or mint chocolate chip ice cream. Then it has Oreos dumped on top, green whipped cream, and then some gummy worms. And it looks super cute, super like Halloween-y, and it also sounds really good. So very excited to try that whenever I go to Disney Springs. And then lastly, we will be going over restaurants. So some of these places are quick service, some are sit down. The ones that are sit down, we have reservations for, and yeah. So Magic Kingdom, Cosmic Rays Starlight Cafe. Haven't been in a very long time. Don't remember the last time I've been, don't remember what I got there, but I know that I'm getting the Mickey Monster Mash burger from there. It's just a normal cheeseburger, I think, and then it has Mickey's face like imprinted on the bun, the top bun. I'm very burned into it. I don't know. It looks super cute. Very excited about that. Then we have reservations at Jungle Navigation Company Limited, Skipper Canteen, and Tony's Town Square Restaurant. I've been to Tony's a few times. I just love the like feeling of that restaurant. I don't really have a food that I'm dying to get from there. And then the Skipper Canteen, never been to. Really excited about this place. The atmosphere looks awesome, and I'm excited to get the falafel appetizer because I've heard good things about it. Moving on to Animal Kingdom. We have reservations at Tiffin's for dinner one night, and then I either want to go to Flame Tree Barbecue or Yak and Yeti local food cafes for lunch. So I've been to Flame Tree before, love their baked macaroni and cheese with pulled pork. And yeah, I love that. But I've heard really good things about Yak and Yeti's fried rice. I think it's their fried rice. So if you have any suggestions or recommendations for Yak and Yeti quick service, not sit down, let me know what you get there, because I don't know, I might try it out this trip, but I also might not. I don't know. Then Hollywood Studios, we have reservations at the Brown Derby, the Hollywood Brown Derby. I've been here 2 or 3 times. Love the atmosphere, love the food, the service is great. I just love it. It is like quintessential Hollywood Studios. You feel like you are in Hollywood. It's amazing. I don't really have anything in particular that I want to get from there. And then for lunch in Hollywood Studios, I want to do, or maybe just a snack. I don't really know how filling the Ronto wrap is from Ronto Roasters, but I've heard like everyone is like, oh my gosh, you need to get the Ronto wrap. So I'm going to give it a try, hopefully, if the line isn't too long. And I don't know, I'll get back with you and let you know if it was worth the hype. In Epcot, we will be doing a lot of eating at the little kiosks, so we probably won't be eating anywhere. We don't have any reservations for a sit-down restaurant. We did at Coral Reef Restaurant, but I canceled that because I just got a reservation for Topolino's Terrace character breakfast for our Epcot day, like in the morning. So I don't think we'll be eating at any sit-down restaurants in Epcot. Then in Disney Springs, we'll be spending one night over there, and so we'll either do Deluxe Burger or the Polite Pig. I've heard really, really good things about both of these places. Deluxe Burger apparently has really good fries and burgers, and then the Polite Pig is barbecue. I'm not a huge barbecue person, but we'll see. Maybe we'll go to the Polite Pig. And then lastly, which I already talked about, we are going to Topolino's Terrace character breakfast at the Riviera Resort, which I am so excited for. This is probably like the most excited for a restaurant reservation because it is so hard getting a reservation at this place. It is super cute. They have a modified character dining experience right now because of COVID, but it still seems like it's interactive and the characters come around and they'll pose for a picture and the food looks amazing. And I haven't been in Riviera Resort yet, so I'm going to be taking tons of pictures and videos. I'm so excited about this place. So that completes my Disney World bucket list for my October 2020 trip. If I missed anything, if I need to add some things, or if you have suggestions for any of the places that, like any of the quick service places that I'm going to, or sit down places, foods that I need to try, please let me know. And yeah, I will have a report on all of these things, what I got done, what I didn't get to do, what was great, what was bad, whenever I get back at the end of October. So that is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you real soon.